Life is such a funny thing. We start off with nothing in our hearts, nothing in our minds, fully free from everything. But then suddenly, boom, it all changes. Suddenly, you have bullies bullying you every day, fat shaming you, calling you fat, calling you weak, calling you thin, telling you that you don't fit in this world, telling you that you're not worth it. Few of us choose change and build something better than the people who bully us, and the other few still carry the guilt, still carry the pain of not starting, of the trauma that the bullies have given them. But me, I chose the path of change, the path of success, and I started my fitness journey doing basic home workouts. And if you're someone who's going to the gym regularly and eating much more than before but still not gaining muscle or only gaining fat, then this video is for you. And it will save months or even years of what I've learned so that you don't have to waste that time. In this video, I'm going to break down how to gain muscle, what to eat, what not to eat, what to do, what not to do, and the mistakes I made so that you don't have to. No fake motivation, no shortcuts, just real practical bodybuilding knowledge explained in simple words. Part 1. Understanding this is very important, and this is where most of you go wrong. So weight gain can happen only in one of the three ways: muscle, fat, and water retention. Our goal here is maximum muscle gain but zero fat gain. Let's be honest, zero fat gain is impossible, so let's try to control how much ever fat you can get. Now, the most key way or the most obvious way of achieving this goal is caloric surplus. Now, what does this mean? Let's say your maintenance calories is 2500, and how do you calculate that? Using a simple calculator, of which the link I've given in the description box. So you can go there, put in a few details like your weight, height, how many times you work out in a week, how active you are, and then it'll just give you your maintenance calories. So coming back to the example, let's just say that your maintenance calories is 2500. Being in a caloric surplus means adding 200 to 300 more calories to your maintenance calorie. So let's just say 2500, you should be eating 2700 to 2800 calories in a day and not more than that. Anything more than that, you are gaining fat and not muscle. So now this 200 to 300 calories should be mainly coming from protein and carbs, not fat. Try minimizing fat as much as you can, because only then will you lose fat and also gain muscle and not only gain fat. So this is the best way that has worked for me as well, is being in a slight caloric surplus so that you can achieve muscle gain and minimize fat gain. Part 2 of this video is explaining how muscles actually grow in simple words. Muscle growth happens in mainly three things: training, nutrition, and recovery. Training gives the stimuli to the muscle, nutrition is the building material for the muscle, and recovery, the most important part most of you ignore. It aids repair and helps in growth. Now the key here is progressive overload. This means slowly increasing your weight, your reps, and your set, or improving your form over time. Now what does this mean? This means that just like you, even your muscles get used to something if you're doing it for a longer period of time. Let's just say you're doing a 10 kg dumbbell curl for your biceps. After 2 to 3 sessions or 2 to 3 weeks, your muscle adapts to that weight. It will feel that it's much easier, and then muscle growth stops. So this is where progressive overload is very important. By just adding 1 or 2 reps after every session, or 2.5 to 5 kg of weight after every week, you can start progressively overloading and start aiding for the muscle growth to happen. Growth doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, it takes months, it takes years of hard work and consistency. Being regular and showing up even when you don't want to is when muscle actually grows. And when it comes to training, here's a full list of what to do and what not to do. Aim for training 4 to 6 days a week, and your maximum focus should be on compound movements, like for example squats, deadlifts, bench press, rows, and overhead press. These exercises recruit more muscle fibers and release more growth hormones than anything else. And pair this with a few isolation movements and your workout routine will be golden. So let's just say for chest day, you're combining with a bench press or a dumbbell inclined press with a cable flies or a pec deck machine. So that is a perfect combination of a compound movement and an isolation movement, which will increase your muscle growth by so much more than it already used to be. And what not to do is ego lifting, copying random workouts from Instagram, training without tracking weights, overtraining without rest. More is not better. Better is better. Now let me explain that. Ego lifting. So if you're trying to move the weight like too much and it ends up being the weight is moving you, like if you've seen in the gym people lifting like so much weight, the weight, even their body moves, their body sways, it's not fixed. So that is what is called ego lifting, when you are lifting to satisfy your ego and not to grow muscles. So you have to stop that and start focusing on form, focusing on weights, and choosing weights that you can do till failure, and the failure period being 8 to 12 reps. That is the perfect hypertrophy phase that you should be in. Not everything that influencers show or that you see online is feasible. Everyone's body is different. Maybe some workouts may work for you and some workouts might not. So be smart. Choose the workouts that work for you. Choose the workouts that give you the most tension. And stop just copying everything online. Be smart and choose what works for you. And also overtraining. I've seen this mistake so many times in the gym, and I'll admit it, even I've done this mistake so many times. Overtraining without proper rest. 2 to 3 minutes is the perfect rest time that you should be taking between every set, and at least one rest day per week, because your muscles also need rest to grow properly, or else you're just overtraining them, over damaging them, and it just won't grow. It will decrease. Now part 4, a very important part, nutrition. Why this is very important is no matter how hard you go in the gym, if you're not giving the right fuel for that muscle to grow, it's just a waste of time. So this part is very important, and I want everyone to pay close attention to this part. Now let's break down this part into 2 parts, what to eat and what not to eat. Now in what to eat, let's break it down again into 3 more parts: protein, carbs, and fats. All these macros are really important, and you need to be focusing on them to get the maximum gains for the workout you're putting in. Under protein, you can eat eggs, chicken, fish, paneer, Greek yogurt, or whey protein, the most convenient source. Now what protein does is it aids in protein muscle synthesis. Now what is this synthesis? So basically when you work out, small fibers break in your muscle groups, and when you're recovering from it, that muscle repairs and a new layer is formed over that muscle. That is how it gets bigger and stronger. Now if you're not eating enough protein or not hitting your protein goal every single day, then your muscles won't grow. That's just simple. That's the basic thing, and if you're not doing that and expect change, then change won't happen. Now coming to carbs, there are many options out there, but the most healthy ones are rice, roti, oats, potatoes, and fruits. Now why do you need carbs is because it fuels you. It gives you energy to do everyday tasks and keeps you active throughout the day. It lets you stay sharp and focused on any activity that you do. Now fats. Even fats are healthy for the body, and it's very much needed. And these fats you can get from nuts, seeds, avocado, olive oil, and many other such sources. So these healthy fats are really important to keep your heart healthy, and only if the heart is healthy, it is able to provide oxygen or blood through your full body. So now that we've understood what to eat, let's see how to calculate or track whatever we consume. There is this perfect app called MyFitnessPal that I personally use, and it tracks everything for you. You just need to put the quantity you eat and what you eat in a day, and it gives you all the macros. That is how I stay in focus with my diet and hit all my macros every day. And try keeping the macros set most to protein. After that, to carbs and least to fats, because that is when real muscle growth happens. And try having balanced meals with every meal. Now that we have understood what to eat, let's see what not to eat. Junk food, sugary drinks, excessively fried food, and dirty bulking. Now, what does this all do to your body? Well, you can see it for yourself. It builds too much fat, it risks heart diseases, and dirty bulking just gives you muscle but a lot of fat as well, which will in turn take months to get rid of that fat. So be smart, choose the right options, and don't dirty bulk or don't go to excessively fried food or sugary drinks and all, because that will end up as fat on your body and you will notice it very soon. Part 6. How to gain weight in muscle and not fat. The first thing is lean bulk strategy. Now we've already discussed about this, being in a small caloric surplus, high protein, progressive overload, and giving sleep importance, because sleep is very important when you're trying to build muscle. And one thing to keep in mind is that when you are on a bulk and your weight increases rapidly, it's mostly coming from fat. So you should try to keep slow, controlled gain, which comes mostly from muscle and not fat. Now this is where most of you go wrong. You rely too much on the scale and you give too much importance to the numbers on the scale. The numbers on the scale don't mean anything. Don't be fooled by it. Don't rush things. Keep it slow, keep it controlled, and growth and success will follow you. Because muscle growth isn't for the weak. It takes hard work, dedication, and patience. There are no shortcuts. There is no magic pill. Now part 7. All the mistakes that I did so that you don't have to. And so here are the mistakes that I personally made. Eating too little protein, not tracking workouts, training without a plan, believing supplements matter more than food, ignoring sleep, panicking over small fat gain. Muscle building is boring, but boring works. Coming from a typical Indian family, all my family members think protein is a drug, which to be fair, can't really help, can't change them. I've tried explaining many times, but it just works that way. So just like that, I started eating less protein every single day. And then I researched about things that they would consider healthy. So the best thing that I came up with is soya chunks and eggs. So these are the perfect ingredients to hit your protein goal every single day. Soya chunks being a vegetarian option, and eggs if you are non-veg or even veg but eat eggs. It's just perfect and nothing can match that. But if you are non-vegetarian, then chicken, seafood, chicken breast, everything holds great protein with less amount of fat, which is great for lean bulking. And tracking workouts is also as important as tracking your everyday meals, because if once you start tracking workouts, you can actually see the reps that you did previous session and what you need to do this session to beat your previous self. Because like the saying goes, your only competition is yourself and not anyone else. So your daily focus should be beating the version of yourself that you were yesterday. Now hear me out. Supplements are important, but not more important than food. Food gives you all the nutrition you will ever need. And the only supplements that I advise or even I take is protein and creatine. These two are the only supplements that I take, and once in a while even fish oil is good as well to boost muscle growth, and it also helps in recovery. So these three are the only supplements that I would advise. Rest everything you should focus on whole foods. By eating egg yolks, you get most nutrition than any supplement will ever give you. Now, what if you accidentally gain fat? This is part 8. Fat gain is normal. Don't panic. When this does happen, you can go on a mini cut. A mini cut is a short fat loss phase, basically from 2 to 4 weeks, where you reduce calories slightly, keep protein high, continue lifting, add light cardio or steps. This removes fat while preserving muscle. Now, even if you perfect everything, there will always be times where you will gain a little bit fat. Now what to do? Stop panicking and reduce the calories slightly. Imagine your basic like calorie intake is 2500, you've added 300 calories to be on a caloric surplus, remove 500 calories, so you would be eating at 2400 calories. So this way you can remove the fat that you have stored and also retain the muscles that you have built. Now that is everything for this video and everything that I've learned and I've done so that you don't have to do it. Be patient with the process because growth doesn't happen overnight. It takes years and years of hard work, years and years of discipline, showing up every day even if you don't want to, going to the gym even when you don't want to, and eating the right food even if it feels very boring. Your friends might ask you to come out, let's go here, eat there, and saying no is very important. The key thing is discipline, sticking to whatever you want. And if you really want what you sought for, you will do it. And it's not just motivation, it's an inside fire that awakens you and keeps you going even on the days when you don't want to. Trust the process, don't go for any shortcuts, and trust in yourself, because if you truly believe that you can achieve what you set out to achieve, then no one can ever stop you. And for this video, this is it. This is everything that I've learned, every mistake that I've done, so that you don't have to do it. And I'll keep sharing videos exactly like this to tell you what are the things I did, so that you don't have to and you can learn along the way. I don't gatekeep anything. And for more such videos, for more such insights about the gym, follow me and make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Instagram as well, where I upload motivation videos or workout plans and stuff. And leave a like, share it to a friend who needs help with such things in the gym. Support, because that is what helps me keep going, helps me keep wanting to do more for you guys. And yeah man, that's it. Go out there, make the gains happen, and show the world who you are.